All right, so I did a little digging. Oh. Okay, this is the Deceptor No Glow. Like I mentioned, I'm trying to figure out where the water was coming from, because they're sending me this camera again. So I took this gasket off. And then you'll have a couple screws. I think there's 6. And then you go ahead and that'll lay back down inside the cubby. So let's see here. I'm gonna show you what there is some corrosion here. Some corrosion here and some moisture. Some moisture up on here, and there's more here. So I don't know where it's coming from. And also this got some buildup and stuff. And then the lens. So what I'm thinking is it probably came from the antenna. That's a rubber grommet. And I think it might have came in through there. That, or there might be a gasket behind the lens cover for the camera. And this is another sensor of some sort. That one. And this, I think this is the PIR sensor. And this is motion. So they must work in tandem. So this is the Deceptor No Glow. And yeah, so I don't know, there's water getting in here somehow. So Stealth Cam, if you're watching, if you come across this video, I hope y'all share it. It's not to bash at all. Just so that way a better camera can be made, you know? Just to keep the water out. So what I'm gonna do next is check that grommet, take these covers off and see if the water was getting in there, because there was condensation here and in there actually too. So this just folds back over. And it'll rest in there. And then you just put your gasket back. So you know, the gasket has a little bit of adhesive and a little groove there to get in the channel, but I don't know, somewhere the water was getting in there. So yeah, there you go. So I removed all of these. These are the LED bulbs, the No Glow, the glow doodads. This is a sensor, motion sensor cover. There is the camera lens. There is a gasket, actually there's an O-ring, piece of glass. And there is a shield and a gasket under there. And the glass or plastic on the back side of these has some kind of glue or something. So I found out where the water was coming from. It's coming from the sensor. Let's see if you can see that. See that water? So what happened was, obviously water pulls up. So what happened was, let me see if I can get it better. The adhesive or the glue is missing in that corner. So I pan around, sorry for the bad lighting, but around that whole glass piece there is a glue, but on the bottom there, in this corner right here, that water was pulling up, and you can kind of see here that that board got shorted, some condensation. And so my problem was, when I opened up the compartment to begin with, like I said, the water was pulling up. The water pulled up here and here, so that would make perfect sense. And you got all this important stuff. So Stealth Cam, I hope you're watching. This is not to I'm not bashing, but I found that's where it's leaking from. So maybe a little more maybe a little bit more attention to detail. So y'all have the Deceptor No Glow. Maybe the other cameras have that too, but once you take this gasket off, like the screws is no big deal, but once you take this gasket off, you'll lose that adhesive that they put there in order to find and check all these things. I mean, who wants to do that? But if you want to, it's possible. So I don't know if this camera is salvageable because of the water damage already. So what I'm gonna do is just leave it open and brush off some of those circuit areas lightly. I have to find a very soft brush of some sort and find like a contact cleaner, and maybe I could get it to work. We'll see.